Welcome everyone to another tutorial. In this tutorial, we will learn how to configure Honeypot, which is Cowrie. Very simple Honeypot, which offers SSH service port 42. Honeypot is a trap for attackers. So attackers, they feel like they have hacked into the system. They have a direct connection, remotely access, and stuff like that. So Cowrie is one of the very simple to configure and easy to configure Honeypot. By using Cowrie, you can also plug in your intrusion detection system. So let's see how we can configure Cowrie. So let's move on to the demo for the Cowrie Honeypot. So firstly, what I'm going to do is I have already, let me show you guys. So basically what I have done is I, before recording the video, I have already tested and check it out how exactly the Cowrie is going to work. So if you guys see, I've already downloaded the Cowrie from GitHub. So first step is I need to delete the Cowrie. So if I just I want to remove directory, if I just put rm and Cowrie, if I try to do that, so you see it's a directory, so it does not let me running this command. So I'm going to type rmdir and then let's type Cowrie. It's not going to work either. The reason is directory is not empty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type rm and then minus rf. So this is like recursive forcefully. I'm going to remove the Cowrie. So by doing this, you guys will see the Cowrie has been removed from my terminal or my directory. So what I'm going to do is I will open my browser and we're going to look for Cowrie and let's put GitHub. So Cowrie GitHub, let's get to the Cowrie page. And before we move on to the Cowrie GitHub page, because that's what we need, all right? So before we do all that stuff, what we need? We need to install some dependencies for Cowrie. So first dependency, because we don't want to mess up over existing Python environment. So we're going to create a virtual Python environment in this particular directory. So first thing is you're going to type sudo apt update. So it's going to update your packages and then we're going to actually put sudo apt install -y yes to all and then git python 3 virtual environment vnv. So this is going to be Python virtual environment, then space python 3 -pip. It will install the Python pip lib ssl -dve, and then the last thing is lib library ffi -dev, and then build -essential. So that's the command that you have to enter because this will install all the system dependencies. I've already done all the dependency, besides some of the packages need to be updated. So it will update my packages and it's gonna add all the dependencies. It's gonna take a few seconds. So this is a very critical step, very important step. You need to do that. So we're gonna move on to the Maria database. All right, so everything is good now. They want us to restart our system. Session is obsolete, binaries. So we need to restart the system. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop recording here and I'm going to reboot my system. And let me reboot the system. Let's restart it. You can type a command reboot as well in the terminal to reboot the system. All right, so once you rebooted the system, all the settings, all the new dependencies have been successfully installed. Now next, we're going to create a new user in our system rather than using, because we need to install Honeypot. So we don't want our main system or the main root user to get compromised. So you're going to add a new user, sudo add user, and let's say disabled password, so it will not ask password over and over, -GECOS, it is General Electric Compliance Operating structure, something like that, because it will automatically add all the requirements. And that's user Cowrie. All right. So once you enter it, it's going to create a new user. I've already created a user. So in my case, Cowrie already exists. Now let's switch with the user. So, so su switch user minus Cowrie. Now from a root Kali user, I am now in the Cowrie user. Now what I need is we're going to make a clone. So git clone space. We'll go back here and right here, we're going to right click copy and you can paste it down here. So it says Cowrie already exists. So let me just get ls. Cowrie already exists here. So you guys know what I need to do. rm space minus rf space Cowrie, the directory. So it's going to delete this particular directory. Now if you try, because I already had that. If we don't do that, it doesn't matter. So git clone. Now let me paste it. Now it will download exactly the same directory. So, but I just want to show you all the steps. So that's why I had to remove it. Now let's see directories here. So let's get inside that directory. Now we are inside that directory. Now we need to create a Python environment. So let's create a Python environment without changing or compromising our new environment. So v and then Cowrie. All right, so it has created a Cowrie minus environment. All right, so I'm going to actually get to that environment. Now source is going to be Cowrie minus env, and then we're going to bin and then activate. So this environment has been now activated. Now we need to set up our update the packages of the Cowrie with the pip. So let's go to pip install minus upgrade pip setup tools view. So these are the tool that we need. Let's upload it. It has been successfully added. Now let's type pip install -r requirement.txt. So whatever other requirements of the pip is, it will also be downloaded. So we're all set. We just have to configure the file. So just type cp, because we are now going to copy the file. Cp, copy the file etc Cowrie .cfg.dist. So it's a distribution file. So we just have to make this file, change the file to etc Cowrie.cfg. It says this file does not exist. So what I'm going to do is I just have to find the name minus name. Let's name it Cowrie. Let's see where the file is. .cfg.dist. Let's see where that particular file is. It's my bad. I have to put in here find. The command is find. All right, so this is where the file is. Actually, my bad. So file is basically source, and then we're going to put it. Okay, so we're going to copy this one. Right click copy. So I'm going to put copy. So this is how you can find a file if you want to locate any file. So I'm going to paste this thing here. So this, and let's remove this / from the start one. All right. So the file is under source Cowrie this to etc / Cowrie.cfg. So file has been copied. Now everything is all set. Cowrie by default run on port 222. Now we just have to type here pip install -e space dot the period just to make it executable. Perfect. Cowrie has been fully successfully installed. We need to just type here tail just to before we do that, let's start Cowrie. So Cowrie start. Let's start the Cowrie. It says starting Cowrie. So Cowrie has started. Let's put the status to see the Cowrie started or not. Cowrie is absolutely running, all set. We just have to now get the cache. So tail -f. this mustache, Cowrie. So we can see all the logs here. Variable, log, Cowrie, / Cowrie.log. And now all the logs are going to show up here. So for example, if the attacker, we're going to make over self-attacker. So let's attacker need to make a connection with, let's say, root @ you can put your IP address, or you can put here, let's say, localhost. You can also open a new port and find your IP address. All right. Now, user will see warning. This is possible. Someone is doing let's see what is going wrong here. Let me try again. Okay, let me just pause here for a moment. Just check it out. What is the problem? Previous the Cowrie. So that's why over SSH, like the SSH has protected us, right? So just for the digital signature. So all you have to do is you just have to run this particular command, right? So that's what I did. I just ran this particular command on my Kali. Again, make sure you are on the Kali user. Now let's start again. Let's put the same command back and let's see what happens. We got it. So are you sure you want to continue connect with the fingerprint? Let's type yes. Now password, let's say test. So whatever you will type in, everything is going to be logged in the Cowrie. So you guys will see everything is going to come down here. Let's see. I think we need to start the Cowrie again because getting the shell, this is still a little behind, running behind. Let's say you name. So it was basically providing you all that information, and this information should actually come right here. So you see, so whatever user is going to do, it's going to actually show exactly to him, and user will see user hacked into our server in SSH, make a braille connection. User can type, for example, ls, nothing shows up. Let's say user thinks he has a direct connection, remote access to the machine. That's all about the Cowrie. Thank you.